Hi, gang, and welcome to another episode of Cartoonist Breakdown. I'm Sean Atkins, and this is my, I'll say monthly blog. Kids say blog nowadays. I don't know. I'm an old. And, just figure I'd finally just catch up on some of the stuff. It's another update. Just where I ramble again. One of these days, I am going to do an actual writing episode and have topics to talk about. But for now, it's just me rambling. I haven't been able to catch up because I'm actually almost done with school for the semester and almost to Christmas. So it's the Christmas season. And Christmas is fun. Yeah. I'm not much of a Christmas person, to be honest. It's just, I don't know. It's just one of those things where I think about it and I'm just like, I don't feel like dealing with Christmas. And I always hear the same stories every year where this type of month always brings out the worst in people. And it's true. There's people that are just assholes and you're just like, oh, why December? So, other than that, I've been just focusing on my work and just doing what I can. And I'm trying to make plans for 2023. I almost said 2013. So, a lot of the stuff I'm trying to do is I would like to try to get more grants and more residencies. I think that would be really cool to do. I really liked my residency over in Radiant Hall. I'd like to do more and get more grants because that would be kind of cool to do. Maybe I can look into something to be an art teacher. So and this year I'd also like to try to get more subscribers to my Patreon, so that would be nice. I would like that. So I'm going to try to do that. Working with Boom Concepts, another local art organization in Pittsburgh. Actually founded by a guy that came from my hometown. Like, he lived in my hometown, and that's actually pretty cool. Like, people probably say, like, oh yeah, Pittsburgh's this, and this, you run into people from Pittsburgh or New York, and, but when you run into people from, like, my hometown, it's kind of a rarity. A lot of them will stay in Fremont probably till the day they die. I mean, there's been a few of us, and there's been a few of us where we move out and we never go back, or, that's it. I mean, it's basically like every other hometown to somebody, where you got those people that stay behind, or stay there. I shouldn't say stay behind. It always makes it sound like they're stuck in the past. They just, that's how they wanted to do, and that's perfectly fine. But yeah, it's so I've been trying to come up with some plans on that. Artistically, I think I would still like to venture more into other artistic type of things. I mean, the stickers will still keep happening, and I still have another thing for a bookmark that I'd like to get printed. I know it's more Halloween themed, but the way I kind of look at it, like Christmas, Halloween is like 24/7. When can you not just have like a cat summoning demons? It could be in the middle of fucking summer and people are like, yes, that is what I want. That is what I want on my feed. Sorry, kind of channeled Oprah there. And yes, everybody gets a car, and you get a car, and you get a car, and you get a car. Yay, everybody gets a card. Anywho. But yeah, I'm trying to do those plans, and I'm hoping I can do it. I've actually had a couple offers for comic projects. So that's pretty interesting. I haven't said yay or nay to them yet. Only because I'm just trying to figure out what my work schedule is going to look like. As in, like, on top of school. Because school is my number one priority. So if I don't have time to do comics, I don't have time to do comics. Like, simple as that. I mean, if they're asking for like a quick turnaround time. But this is for a conversation for a different time, or for a different conversation. I probably shouldn't have that in the public sphere. So, but yeah, just that's how it's been going. I mean, just try to do this. Just trying to plan on 2023 to be the best year. I wish I can be a little bit more upbeat, but I guess I kind of am for this video, which I'm kind of interested, or it's kind of interesting because especially since yesterday, I had went to my therapist and I was just so low beat. Like I can just, I don't know how to describe it. It was just like, kind of like Eeyore, but less negative. You know what I mean? So, and what else? What else is on my drawing board? Well, I drew a Yule cat for a sticker, and I sent that out for my sticker patrons. So that's kind of cool. And I've been doing some recreating covers for Eastbound and Cosmic, just because I just felt like it was a nice change of pace a little bit. I've been kind of getting the hankering to start up Hard Lemonade again. I have the 9th season already thumbnailed like a year ago. I just need to draw it. And I'm waiting on my wife to edit Eastbound and Cosmic so I can print it. I also think that I'm ready for prime time, so I might try to send that out to publishers. Rain or shine, it's going to be hitting a print. That's all I can say. Like, if I send it out to 10 to 20 publishers and they all say no, people will still get a copy. It won't be official. It won't be printed through a company, unfortunately. But I'm having optimism. It's optimistic. I will say 2013 will be optimistic, and I will believe that I will be published. I will have that issue published. Yes. Oh boy. But for comic stories wise, those that I mentioned earlier with the feelers to me, as for my other personal comics, I really want to do this kid comic, but I really have no idea how to attack it. Like I go to these conventions and art markets and I see kids and I'm like, oh, I should totally have a comic for these kids. And I mean, I've been seeing it for years and years and years, and I thought it would actually become easier once I had a kid, because that's kind of like one of the good research, like, oh, what can your kid do? Like before having Amelia, it was like, oh, I have no idea what kids are into nowadays and what they can and can't handle. I know what I like, And so, but now I have a 9-year-old, and I'm like, I know what the hell she can handle, so I'll just gear it towards her. But I'm also like, well, where the fuck do I go here now? So, I don't know. But I really want to work on that so bad, because it needs to be added. Like that's one of the things I haven't done artistically was doing a kids comic. Because I don't know. Like, I don't want to talk down to them, but I also don't want it to be boring for me to do. I know that sounds selfish, but it's just a thing. It's like, kids are smart. Kids know when you're talking down to them and they don't like it. And I don't want to do that to them. But I also don't want to be like dropping F-bombs. Or the equivalent. But like, frag! I'm like, oh. Maybe I just get nervous if I touch upon like social, like, I probably won't touch on any social controversies, in the comic. Not that the kids don't know about it. I mean, my kid is talking about like political debates at school, and I'm like, are you though? Are you? She's like, yeah, so and so, I'm for Biden, and so and so is for Trump, and this, that, and the other thing, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, oh boy. Like the old saying goes, little kids have big ears. And I mean, it's not like I haven't shared my fair share of anti-Trumpism around the dinner table, even though I probably shouldn't have. But it's kind of the times we live in. I mean, a lot of this shit is just everywhere, just everywhere. And so kids pick it up. It's not just my kid, it's other kids too. I mean, having a kid talk about Trump, in a positive light, that's definitely not around my house. That's all I know. I didn't intend, my wife and I, we just talk about, I was shaking the camera. My wife and I generally didn't set out to do stuff like that. It just kind of happens. Y'all are smart people. If you've noticed the last couple of years, it's been kind of becoming a shit show. And so some of that stuff kind of spills out. Kind of like not unlike when we were kids, in the late 80s, early 90s. Yeah, there was news there and some of it spilled out. But I don't know, maybe parents did and they didn't care either, just like we don't care either. I don't know. Funny enough, I was watching something about baby Jessica. And I remember that as a kid being like the news of that day, and just finding out this kid that was stuck in a well. We knew about political stuff, I guess. I don't know. 2016 changed a lot of things, and 2020 just amplified it. So, but other than that, I think I'm gonna put a pin in this. Feels kind of short, but maybe because I just had so much stuff on my mind. But yeah, that's about it. I hope everyone will have a good Christmas season and a great New Year. And I hope all the positive stuff that you get in your life, I hope it's all positive. I hope good things happen. So, until then, I've been Sean Atkins, cartoonist extraordinaire,